You make my dreams come true. Bleed down. One sec, guys. We're gonna get this party going here in a sec. Sec, guys. One more sec. I'm gonna post this. Great to have everyone. If you're here, let me just get everything set up. I'll start playing some music, probably, maybe even get my monetization revoked. We'll see what happens. How long will the stream will you going for? Dude, I don't even know, man. I have no idea. How long should I have it going for? You tell me. But I want to have a lot of. It's been a while. Audio is quiet. Let me see what it's at. Should be capped off. Let me pull up the mixer. It's weird. It's strange. I may have just needed to be closer to my mouth. It's a big old squawker. But wait a sec. Yeah. Gains all the way up too. So weird. Strange. Dismiss. Yeah. Should be fine. I don't know. Sorry. I don't know. I'll speak up though. Kind of just getting everything set up. Give me a sec. What do you think of Tesla? I want to go over a lot. A lot. So, kind of want to cover a lot of AMC stuff just because I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. NVIS too. I'm probably gonna make a video on them pretty soon. Probably today. I'm debating when I'm gonna make it. Maybe today. Maybe tonight. I don't know. It's 4:20 right now. Ooh, lit. So we'll see. But overall, I mean, there's some good stuff that we need to start talking about, some stocks. And I haven't been doing the daily watch list either, so I will be having the daily watch list making the comeback. Just so busy with school, wrapping it up. I had my son also this weekend, so it was like school, son, like day trading as well in the mornings, so it was just hard to like do it all, So I will be getting back to that tomorrow night. We'll have that out as well. Doing talk about the Nasdaq a little bit because we're going to have the monthly close. That's going to be a really big part of trading, if you aren't familiar with. So we'll make this red line the monthly close, just so you know. I want to talk about a few things here. If you're interested in day trading at all, this isn't regarding my group or anything like that, but I just want to highlight that we mentioned this on the channel. This was January's open, then we had February's, and then we had March's right here. Right? No, sorry, that's April's right there. So this is March right here. So January, February, March, and then we had April open up here. And then from April, obviously, we had a very bullish month back to the upside. I would be willing to bet since we close this high, we make an all-time high push for this month once again. It looks very strong. Earnings were amazing. So I think tech is going to be in a pretty good spot. So overall, market looks really good. Looks really, really good. You've been watching Safe Moon. I can go over some Safe Moon stuff. I don't really know how many people like the crypto stuff, so I don't really know like how much of the crypto stuff to make. Like people like, it's funny, people like Tyler doesn't know nothing about crypto, but like that's where I started trading was crypto. So definitely that's like originally where I started trading. I do think trading in the stock market's more lucrative and easier to make money though, personally. So, but yeah. Well, we're back, baby. I haven't beat my chest in a while, so that hurt kind of. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, let me answer some questions and just ask questions. If I ignore you on the first one, it's not me doing it on purpose. Just keep asking. What indicator do you use to get the monthly, weekly, and daily linear? It's literally just called opens. So you just go to indicator and just type in opens. Like there's so many of them. There's all of these. There's tons of different ones you can use, and you can adjust them to the way you want. But the most important ones are going to be weekly and monthly levels. Those are key little price action areas you can use. But going into the beginning of this week, it didn't look great the way we're starting out. And there's another indicator I do want to point out. I do like a lot, and I kind of forgot all about it. It's the ADX. So we'll get rid of the OBV for a sec, and this is going to be a little bit of a shocker because not too many people see me use too many indicators. ADX and DI, this right here. This is one of my favorite indicators, actually. I used to use them quite a bit back in the day. Let me highlight this one, a different color. We'll do this one, we'll do white. Okay. So that's your DI, I believe. So what I want to look at is going like for into Nokia. So if you're in the group, then you know Tyler's been trading the hell out of Nokia. Was getting a little bit there's the cough, baby. So I was getting a little bit into Nokia, and you know Tyler has puts on Nokia. He's pretty thicker than Lizzo when it comes to my put count on Neo or Nokia. I think we're gonna get rejected from this level that we were up here, but this 4.76 is when we got him. We got him pretty good. We got him pretty great, actually. We're getting a pushback up. I think we're going to start plummeting back down. The question is how quick do we start coming down, and you know. But I do want to point out the ADX if you're interested in using it. It's a pretty decent indicator, and basically it's showing that when the red represents the bearish side, green represents the bullish side, and ADX line is this right here, represents the volume. Typically when we're underneath the median of the 19 or the 20 range, it starts to push us back on the bearish end of things, and we're under that, and then we're getting a bearish cross on top. So it looks like Nokia might get that drop, but you know, I'm not too huge on these indicators just because sometimes you can get goofed on them. So I recommend doing your own DD there. But yeah, so yeah, I will use that one a little bit today as well. You betting on the Kentucky Derby? I'm not. CPSH, keep following. Do you see an upswing coming anytime soon? So I sold a lot of my CPSH a while back, but as a company, they're dirt cheap right now. $7, dirt cheap. This is like, I mean, double bottom coming in as well. I mean, that looks amazing. Let me bring the OBV up just so I have it, so I can look at some of these stocks you guys want me to look at. On the longer term, OBV is pretty big, so I recommend using it. Yeah, the volume is still there too. Yeah, you're on a downtrend, but you're bottoming out here. You love to see that. This looks good. I like it at 7. I might grab some for longer term, more of a swing. I don't want to say longer term, but it's gonna be more of a swing because you could easily see. Dude, I'm so sorry, my throat is acting up. A 14.5 push. I'll probably make a video on these guys pretty soon. Lots of deals, nothing slowed down with them at all. Just hype kind of died down. And one thing that's worth mentioning is they held up really strong for the most part during early March. But the market just kept ripping onto these small caps. So, you got to take that with a grain of salt. So, yeah. Another thing I want to point out, too. So, if you're not watching every single day, on Monday through Friday at least, when I'm getting those the trading updates or, the daily stocks to buy, that's usually what they're called. But it's really more of like a watch list going into the week or the day, whatever it may be. And let me tell you something. I really do believe like that's going to be the best education part of the channel that you're going to get because you're going to get a breakdown into my head, what I'm looking at, why I'm looking at things, and why I see stocks going up fundamentally, technically, stuff like that. And Nike was one of the big ones, I mentioned when they bottomed out, they came down to 128, this thing was going to rip, and it ended up doing so. So that's been a good play, and it ended up hitting the targets pretty well. Do you know an easier platform to buy SafeMoon? I can make a video on the SafeMoon crap. Y'all need that. If y'all want that. Are we loading up on VIX calls? The Nasdaq looking ugly? Okay, so the Nasdaq. I don't think it's that ugly. I really don't. But I did say. I said on if you're in the Discord, I know for a fact I told everyone. I said I don't expect Friday to be anything special, down or upside. I mean, honestly, we had downside on Friday, right? We pushed down, but it was a lot of chop. We came down, pushed up, down, down. We're just chopping all around. So I don't feel bad. Didn't hate it. Nothing bad like that. It was just more of a choppy day. And if you look at what happened, it was the end of the month. That's typically how we move at the end of the month. We're just settling a price. End of the month's never really crazy, but if you look at the actual chart, the Nasdaq doesn't look bad on a higher time frame. I mean, you're getting that straight uptrend to start the whole month, basically for 2 weeks straight. Chop, 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 kind of getting a flag, coming back down. I like this for the upside push. This looks pretty strong in my opinion. We'll have to see how we open up tomorrow, but overall earnings were very strong like we anticipated. We saw Apple. Apple's are going to be a great buying opportunity. I'll be mentioning these guys. Very surprised if they don't start doing a buyback. If they start doing a buyback, you're going to see this price soar. Amazon killed earnings. Facebook killed earnings. Tech was a huge player. So overall stocks look really good. So I don't think Nasdaq looks bad. It's not. It shouldn't. It's set up as best as possible. So you know. I bought Neo. I'm hoping to keep this into 2020. Thoughts, potential up movement. Neo did decently well on earnings. They performed better than Tesla. Tesla got wrecked. NIO had a big pop coming back on flagging. This looks potentially good. If we can get a break above this range here, this 42.30 push, I think it can start making highs again. We'll see if it can get back above, 44, 45, but it needs to get above 42.3 first. That's my big area there. Have you heard of Pirate Chain or USD? No, I have not. I'm not huge into, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not huge into cryptos. That's not where people need to understand. There's stocks that I swing, there's stocks that I get into, there's cryptos that I put some money into. Like, people talking about refinable being a scam. It's not a scam. Some people in the Discord are up 50% on their positions that they got into. But now some people were idiots and they dumped money into the refinable. Their slippage was through the roof, so they were just getting in at crazy prices, just trying to market in. And with ICOs and these IDOs, there's no regulation. That's the problem with cryptos. There's no regulation, so things can get really manipulated really quick. And it doesn't even have to be on Refinable's end. It can be on the bot side of it, and you have no control over it. So it is what it is. You can try to, stop it as much as possible, but you're probably not going to stop what's going on there. So that's worth it to mention. So it is what it is. But overall, I mean, people were up on it. I even made a comment on on YouTube saying between $2 to $3, great buying opportunity. Even though it supposed to open up at 3 cents, whatever. There's a lot of hype behind it. It's built on Binance's system, Binance with the NFT. It's a beautiful. If you really look at the company, if you know anything about crypto, and you know anything about these exchanges, that's a really solid pickup. We got Root earnings this week, baby. Root, I like Root. Everyone here knows I like Root. I think we're at a good spot as well. I'd be interested in options this week coming into Root. I think it's a scarier play, but I like it. This spot right here, this 1050. I think this is a local bottom there. Look at this OBV as well. Basically all of April and March. You see this chop coming, but look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't know if we can see much better than that. I like it a lot. I think Root looks good. I think it's set out for some decent earnings as well. I think we'll be a little bit surprised here. I think it's setting up. I think we could get a nice push of 13 pretty quick in a hurry as well. Chris, I don't think you'll be disappointed on those options, to be honest. I really don't think so. I really like it. I'm excited. I'm excited about Root. Man, dude, I can't believe the lives are dead. Sad times. Tyler lost his swag. I'll be having to go live more often, I guess. But I'm not going to be fully live again on YouTube for a little bit. I still have time before my stuff comes in, so. But yeah, AMC, people are freaking out about it. I thought it was fine, to be honest. Great close, solid close. Came back up. Wish we could get back above VWAP. That would have been nice. 1020 would have been best. We didn't get there. That sucks, but overall, not bad. Timmy. Welcome. I bought some data. Yes, all that. And we back. Let's go. Yep, we are back. HOFV. Nice NFT play. Lots of hype here. Be careful. I don't really know what to tell you. I'm not touching it. BCTX, just so everyone knows. I mentioned them a while back. The first time we mentioned them, I believe we were at, where were we? Were we here at 44.3? Were we here or were we here? I don't remember. I think we're right here, $4. Maybe 380 when we got in. I don't know. I forgot. Whatever. Anyways, so we got in. It pumped all the way up to 520, and then it dumped back down. Guys, these guys are getting ready. They're heavily shorted, super low market cap. I really love BCTX. I don't like therapeutics, but I'm behind BCTX. I like what they're doing there. Not BTX, BCTX, just so you know. But I know BTX was crazy too. Like your 9 p.m. session. Yeah, I've just been super busy. I might start doing late. I don't know. I probably will never do the morning ones ever again, though. The morning streams. I'm going to keep that just for the Discord. I think people get a lot out of those, and so, yeah. People kind of run with what I say, and they think that I'm a huge fan of certain people, and I'm not fanboying over anyone, or not gonna love Godpill or anything like that. Just I think what AMC did was shady. I think what they did was shady. But yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Do you see the flag on Tesla? Sorry, I didn't even go to Tesla. Did I even click on it? Sorry. Tesla looks good. EV's in a good spot. Kind of the worst days I think are behind him. To be honest, I think Tesla looks solid. Looks really solid. I think I'll probably end up making a breakout to the upside. A lot of analysts are thinking that too. So I think this could have a bull run set into it. But yeah. So nothing. I mean, Scalping, like, personality wise, like, I mean, I think I'm crazy, but like, I think he's a little bit like, you know, be careful. But I not too many people are not afraid to say that, like, they think like the company is doing something sketchy, and I like that. I like that he'll speak his honest truth, whether people hate him, like him, whatever it matters. So I like that. Walmart looks really good. Look at that breakout it's getting right there. The OBV looks really good. Snow. A lot of weird looking tech plays. Piton's really beat up too. Probably has a run left in it. Volume cutting out. I don't think it's me. Is my volume cutting out, guys? Let me know. I don't think it's me though. Unlikely. SOS, guys. I think SOS is a bunk. So these Bitcoin companies you need to be very careful with. I've seen some Mara videos and stuff, and I'm telling you, once Coinbase come out, it shut down the Mara party, in my opinion. I think Coinbase is set for a big rip going into earnings as well, which I think is the 14th, right? 13th. So that's going to be a big one. I think this is going to have a play set up into it. I think Coinbase is ready to rip. I think crypto looks very strong as well with Elon going on to Saturday Night Live. I think crypto's in a pretty good spot. It was really cheap about 2 weeks ago, about a week ago, honestly. So this looks really good. I think Coinbase has a big rip left in the books. I believe this earnings will be better than first quarter earnings just based on the price of Bitcoin. So I think there's a lot going on. Yeah, I know HOFE. There's a lot of hype behind them with the NFTs, the NFL, but I'd be really careful. So up to you. Do what you want. Do what you want. Ah, crap. I think I just picked a really bad time to stream though, but only time I really can. I probably won't be on too long either. Kind of a day off. I'm enjoying my day. MVIS, man. See, I know what's gonna happen on MVIS. I know we're gonna need to push up to this level here, and that's gonna be the deciding factor for me. Do I start laddering into puts when that happens? The only concerning part here is this is a Wall Street bet stock. That's what it is, and so the mob does crazy things, and so this is gonna be interesting to play. It's gonna be an interesting play because I'm gonna want puts. I'm going to want puts when that hits that level because I'm gonna be waiting on it. Mara has a scale up, fill that gap, right? Yeah, basically, kind of, almost. I like Mara puts as well. I think Mara is going to continue to do terrible in earnings, so there's no point to get excited there. Yeah, when's those earnings? The May 7th. Wait, when did they perform these? 16th. Say 16th. They actually shot up. Their revenue might have been up, and they came plummeting back down. Yeah, I have a feeling these guys are going to suck. So we'll see. I'm really excited about Uber and Lyft. They have pretty decent earnings coming out. Lyft has been doing well. I know Grubhub did pretty decent with their numbers, so Uber most likely beats. I would see Uber beating, which would lead to a pretty nice little spike. They typically spike pretty well. And look at that OBV is chopping all down there. I really appreciate what you do. Thanks, Bob Marley, the one and the only. HDMC, Wall Street Bet play Monday. I read HDMC. I have a few shares. This is the buy zone I had marked out. If you want to go see the video I posted on it, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think I even titled it though. HCMC. Let me see. One sec. I made the video. I just never came back to it. I'm not gonna I hate making videos on like these cheap penny stocks all the time. It gets boring. Where's that video? It's been a little bit. Damn, where did I make this video? I have no idea where I made this video. No, it's not that one. Damn it. I have no idea where I made this video. I probably should be hopping on this train though, like, because I feel like you have to make videos on stuff you just don't love making videos on to like get popping on YouTube. It sucks, but like it is what it is. Like right now, I don't mind making videos on what's it called? On like AMC, because I'm in AMC. That's, you know what I mean? Like if I'm in it, like screw it, I'm happy. Like I don't care. Like my money's already in it. I'm being a douche or anything. Like it's actually where my money is. Where's this video? Holy crap. I don't know. I know it's going to bother me because I made the video. It's going to piss me off. I don't know where I put it. This sucks. I'll find it, though. I'll find it. I'll post it later. But anyways, this was the buy zone that I had. Just so you guys know, right here. We kept touching it, coming in, and we bounced straight up. So it looks good. Possibly, I would say most likely makes a new high. I would honestly say that. I know there's a lot of hype going in for May 3rd, which is Monday, right? Yeah. Money on skills, be careful. Be careful on skills. It's had a pretty massive run up. I would think we come down a little bit more, maybe like to like 16.5, but we'll see. It was a dream. I didn't make the video. I got HMC. What's the news? I think they have some like court stuff going on. Super Wall Street bets, so it's like be careful. But yeah. SOS Limited. Nope, not gonna talk about that. I already discussed them. Man, I could go on and on about AMC though right now. Just as a chart, it looks really good. I think it looks really good. I'd like to get a higher time frame. Yeah, I think it looks phenomenal. Get rid of this. Screw it. I'll get rid of that. Like higher time frame, man, it looks so good. Even even with this big drop off we're getting, look at the OBV barely being affected. Just barely coming down. Not even flinching. Phenomenal. And then we come over to Yahoo Finance and look at the volume on it. This is really what you like to see. I'll probably make a video on this as well right here. This Charlie Munger speaking and Warren Buffett. He's talking about SPACs kind of killing their competitive edge as of late. What was I looking at? Crap. AMC. I'm an idiot. I need a Coke. Historical data. 1 sec. So yeah, look at you can just see right here, right? Just we peaked out on Monday, 78 mil. And every day, 51, 39, 37, just slowly coming down. I love it. I love it. I can't be more excited. I think it looks so good. I think it looks phenomenal. Borrow desk. Icing on the cake would have been this. If these available shares went down to 0 on Friday, I told the Discord, I was like, dude, look, guys, I'll put $2 grand in on 12.5 calls. I think it would have been like 170 options on. I need a Coke. What's that? I'm yawning too much. Yeah, so I think it would have been 170 options at 12.5. They're dirt. Guys, the volume, the IV is ridiculous on AMC right now. And no one's talking about it. And it's funny because people are talking about utilization on AMC. And we're getting the same thing we saw with GME, which is super interesting to me. So with AMC and GME, when I pointed out, made a video on this as well, is that GME sat at 100 utilization for a while, 3 months. And I'm not saying AMC is going to hold. I don't see AMC holding 100 utilization for that long, but it's sitting at that range. It's 100, and I try to tell people, just because we hit that doesn't mean we have to go immediately. But man, it looks good. It looks really good. I can't. AMC looks really good. It looks really good. People are mad too because in my YouTube videos I say we're not gonna hit $1,000. I mean, I'm just trying to point people like at realistic expectations and stuff, and like don't be afraid to take profit. That's really the point of most of my videos. How does the chart look on skills? I don't think it looks that good. I don't like it. I don't like skills. I already went over it. Root update. I already went over root. I think root looks really good going into earnings. It's mounting that support right there. I'd like to see a 13, maybe a 14.5 push. It looks really good. Earnings probably do well. I would see them doing I wouldn't see them doing bad. So yeah. Going into the week. This week's gonna be interesting. So if you're looking at options, I like Apple. Off the bat, I love Apple. Where it's at, killed earnings. Now, the question is how do they flow out of this? Like, can they even maintain this level of dominance that they're doing right now? Because they're killing, right? So they look really good out the gate. Amazon looks really good as well, and I don't trade Amazon ever do I trade Amazon. But they murdered earnings. We got DraftKings and Pins earnings coming up as well. Getting a bottoming out on the OBV. This looks really good. Like we're about to get a view up and make a weekly push again to $58. We made a pretty good penny on these guys. If you remember, we had that touch all the way like to 61.8, and then we got out pretty quick right there. So that was a really good touch there. Semiconductors, all like dog water. Do not want to touch any of those right now. Activision earnings. I'm liking these guys a lot. So a good friend of mine, he's went pretty heavy into Activision earnings, and he's thinking about holding through. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? I can't pull out game too weak. So what I'm looking at right there is, look, we're sitting at this range right here. We've been sitting here for a while, right? We've seen all it touched, a little break here, but came back up, touch, and then touch. You were just sitting all the support we're seeing. This is a huge support range, right? You can count them out. They're huge, so many. And we're seeing all these touches here, and now we're hitting there again. Going into earnings, I like what's going on. I think Nasdaq, I think the indexes look strong. I do have puts on some stock in the market right now. But I'm looking personally to get out of. I don't want to only be on one side of the market. Okay, just in case we start rocketing and just carry some of these crappier stocks up. I don't want to be that guy stuck on the bear side of the market. It's not me. So personally, I feel very confident on how we look right now. I feel really good. I think there's a possibility to get to 92, possibly 92.6, give or take that weekly level that we had before. Maybe if we have a strong enough week, $94. I don't know. That'd be a crazy bet, but overall looks good. AJRX sounds like a therapeutic. Tyler loves those things. Earnings on therapeutics don't really matter, so I don't know if that's a therapeutic or not. It is. Agile therapy. Yeah, earnings don't matter on therapeutics. The biggest thing on therapeutics is going to be FDA approval and stuff like that. So like you saw earnings here, we plummeted with good earnings. It didn't matter. Tyler Live, Eric Santana. Montoya. So yeah. But my IQ is too low to figure out the whole story. I'll have to look into them. I don't know anything about them, so I couldn't tell you an honest answer. So I don't know anything about them. What else? A lot of people seeing the GME push coming. I don't really see that. I mean, the GME, so like, I talked about with Rogan this weekend as well, if you know Rogan from the Discord. We had that pennant, and he pointed out something really good. Rogan, this man's made quite a bit of money off of stupid GME, so we'll point out our little triangle that we had going on here. Right. Just bear with me. Okay, we had our wedge coming down, then we came above, came down, broke above, and we got rejected coming back down. It looks like GME's gonna start coming down. He had a good point. Typically on wedges and any type of ascending triangles, flags like that, typically GME breaks back down to the downside, doesn't do typically what our stocks do, breaking back up to the upside, so they perform bad. So GameStop getting that push back down, and once it gets below 72, it's gonna look really bad. So we'll start seeing there. GME, just want to point this out. If GM, General Motors gets up to a 58, I'll be potentially looking for puts. Potentially. That's going to be the key words there. Sun W, Clean Energy. How's it looking? I haven't been too hyped about Clean Energy. OBV looks great. I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. Stock doesn't look that good. But I will point out, looking at here, it looks like we got our bottom out here. This was our bottom. We started like up here, and now we're getting a retrace, and now it wants to push back up. And you can see here that we're getting that flag, right? You can see that clear flag that we're getting. It wants to start pushing back up, and we're bottoming out on that daily support. So that actually does not look bad. So if we come back in really quick, you can see something as well. All things considered, for having such a bad day we did on the market, it held up. It held up pretty well, so I like it. What's up? Just join the Discord to Patreon. Awesome. If you don't have, make sure if you join Discord, okay, make sure your name is red over here. Make sure your name is red. You have the mob member. If you don't, just send me a DM and just send me a screenshot of your Patreon. That's all you gotta do. You're welcome. But yeah, so I feel pretty good there. Typically weekends are slow too for us, just so you know. Like, I'm pretty like chill on the weekend. Overstock. Oh my. Look at this baby. Look. You know, we said hot mamacitas in the AMC video before. Well, hot mamacita slap me on the tip of the peen and call me daddy. This looks beautiful. Look at that. You're about to get that breakout. They had huge earnings as well, I think. Yeah, huge earnings. Oh, Sarah, I think you just heard that. Welcome. But yeah, they had really big earnings. Holy crap. Yeah, they're on the red list. We gotta watch those guys. PDD Pendodo. So their OBV is still really, really high. Hey, Neff. There's my aunt / sister. But yeah, I still like them. Still look really good. A lot of these OBVs look really strong, which is kind of crazy. Oracle, I was at all-time highs, and they just fell off a cliff. They're kind of trying to recover with that OBV. Look at that OBV, still looking really good. Open door, getting a little bit of a retrace. Netflix trying to bounce back. This is going to be one of the ones to watch. Fang stocks bounce. This is going to be a big play. I'm telling you here. Netflix, this is going to be one of the plays of the week. Just so everyone knows. Right now, you hear it here. Tyler, you heard it here first. This is going to be one of the best money-making plays of the week. I can't believe it. This is like the benefits of doing live. I feel like because I just take a look at all these stocks, like you just keep going. I mean, I have nothing else to do, right? I'm just like here to entertain while talking about stocks, right? So we're getting that. This looks amazing. Amazing. Granted, earnings weren't that great. I know EPS beat. I think revenue was a little bit up as well, but their subscriber base count that they were trying to get to was not that good. So they, obviously someone kicked them off a cliff. But what looks really good here, and what, I don't love CNBC and some of these news networks, but you will learn something from them occasionally or get some good knowledge. Like I will say, a few times I've gotten into oil was because I was just side listening to CNBC or something, and I got a good piece of little news. And I was like, it's a good thing to think about. And I combined it with some tea, and I was like, wow, this looks really good. Netflix, key point, a key point. 490 is the local bottom for right now. They've been trading in this weird channel to like 570 for literally, it's like a year now. Like a year they've been trading in this channel. Up and down, up and down. You get some wicks underneath, but overall, this is the big support right there. You know what? We'll even say it's 470. We'll say 470 is the bottom. We've been sitting in this channel for a year, since July. It's like 10 months, something. It's close. We're not too big into numbers here or anything like that. So this looks beautiful. Huge gap down. I love it. I want to see a monthly retest, 528. Let's see how we open up the month, how indexes look. But I'm telling you right now, I'm looking to push the chips in here. I'll be posting the profits on the channel as well. A lot of people are like, Tyler, you don't post enough profits. I'll post more profits. Honestly, I thought me showing how much money I made was going to be kind of like douchey. And you already think I'm a major douche. So like, I don't know, like, I don't know what you want me to do. So like, I guess I'll just flaunt my money in people's faces. That's what you want. I don't know. So I guess I'll do that from now on. I don't know. And eventually someone will scream at me and tell me I'm a douche. Then I'll stop doing it. So we'll see what happens. But there's no pleasing you people. Overall, cruise lines. Cruise lines look really good as well. Summertime's coming, baby. School's out, scream and shout. Summer's looking good. This looks really juicy. Carnival Cruise Lines. I bet Royal Caribbean looks exactly the same. It looks weaker, to be honest. Carnival and Norwegian. I like Norwegian Cruise Lines quite a bit. What's their ticker? Always forget their ticker. NCLH, yeah. So right there. Douche ticker. I find your douchiness appealing. Ooh, I find your liking my douchiness a turn on. BCGX gonna run Monday morning. I don't know about Monday morning, but it looks good. I like it. I just want you to look at your Stonko tracker. I don't know. Yo, this is my Stonko tracker. It's that Texas Instruments TI-30XA. This thing got me through college. I've done all my financial homework on it. Every piece of knowledge combined with Chegg has gotten me those A's or maybe even a few C's. We'll see. One second, a text. Only like lame thing about like being like a dad sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, is because I always get like these whack like pictures, like, you know what I mean, like people like send me pictures of my son. Like, bro, I don't want to see pictures of my son. He's my son. I see him like all the time. Like, I don't need to see more pictures of him. Like, he's my son. I don't want to see. I don't want a bunch of pictures of other little kids in my phone. It's kind of weird. I'm not that old yet where I like appreciate that stuff. So yeah, Microsoft, big push off the ledge. Ugh, they had good earnings too. I think their revenue even beat. Crazy. Wow. Yikes. So far, what I really like right now is cruise lines. Cruise lines look really good. I think tech looks really good as well. Just so you know, so a few plays that I'm looking at going into the week right now. And I know I didn't mention the other two. I love PayPal. I got out of them in the week, thank God, because we dropped even more. I love PayPal. PayPal and Square are beat up. They are getting absolutely toasted. I love them, though. I think PayPal is going to kill. And if Bitcoin keeps doing well, PayPal is just going to secure. PayPal is going to do fine. I love PayPal. I'm considering buying, holding through option through earnings. Scary thing to do. Very scary, because if you're doing that, you have to be willing to lose your money, because that's going to be a big implied volatility there. But I like PayPal through earnings, to be honest. I'm a big fan. They killed earnings in February, right? They killed them, murdered them, chopped them up, fed them to the neighbors. You know what? They killed them. Okay. This is going to be a better quarter. People are thinking, okay, Bitcoin came in, Bitcoin did well for the first quarter. This isn't the first quarter's earnings. These are quarter number 4 of last year. This is quarter number 1. Bitcoin didn't start going on this tear until quarter number 1. You know, January we were sitting at like under 40,000. We're sitting at 60,000 right now. Guys, wake up. Wake up. Smell the sausage. Okay? The pancakes are getting a little crinkly. They're getting a little cracky, a little bit burnt. Okay? But I'm telling you, I think PayPal's going to be a big winner here. Maybe, I think Square's more set up for growth, but PayPal buying crypto from there, and then now you can buy from Venmo as well. I mean, lather my face up, slap me, and call me mama, because this thing looks really good. This looks really, really good. Where's T? He's my mem. I just got back from Grant's birthday party, actually. Well, Rodney's. I'm tired of kids right now. PayPal rate me hard as can't say that. I don't think I can say the R word either. Stuff. Yo, Tyler, what do you think about Lockheed Martin? Okay, Boomer, I see you everyday hustle. I'm just joking. I love my boomers too. It's definitely a boomer stock, but they do look good. They've been performing. How are their earnings? One sec. So if you want to look at earnings, by the way, I recommend going to Earning Whispers. Lockheed Martin. How they do? Revenue, poopy. They missed. They missed on revenue. Not good. You don't love to see that. Revenue growth was still up. I'm not going to go through and read the earnings right now. So I'm sorry. I just don't feel like doing that. And left on MVIS. Option expires May 21st. Did you not sell your MVIS? Guys, I made the video a day early. You know, I got a lot of hate for people like, Tyler, what are you doing? MVIS is going to the moon. Like, okay, Wall Street bets, you little cucks. Guys, history repeats itself. Okay? That's the biggest thing with trading that I can preach to you guys, okay? And I know you're like, Tyler, you look 19. I don't believe you. Okay, well, just if you don't believe me, believe the degree, okay? I did something, all right? So this is what I want to say here. When it comes to MVIS, you saw the push. This is where I made the video right here. I was like, guys, I don't know if it can keep going. And, you know, I was wrong. It kept going. It went one more day. You know, it kept going. One more day to 27. Blew my mind. I was like, man, I was wrong. It kept going. But I will say, the one I pointed out, this is the one more day. And from there, it's been an absolute bomb rush. I think NVIS is going to be a place for me to start entering puts when it gets to this range here, 17.5, $18. I'm going to be looking for puts personally. Hate me, send me to the chopping block. We'll see what happens. But LAZR, people are wondering, Tyler, why do you like these guys? Why do you like them? One, more stable. Okay, we like stable stocks. That's one reason right there. And this is when I mentioned them right here. We're right here. I was like, guys, looking at a Monday, we're going to hit the monthly level. We hit it. We went a little bit above, whatever. But I'm going to tell you right now, options were more lucrative on laser than they were on NVIS. Now, NVIS would have made you more money if you sold the top. But chances are, every single one of you that held onto NVIS, they're like that guy. They held options throughout. And I'm not shaming you or nothing, but that's the problem with the culture of finance YouTube is we're looking for the next, 2x banger that's going to fly and that we're just going to hold, right? Hodl. That's the stupidest mentality there is, right? Stupidest. Worst mentality there is. Bad. You should just smack yourself upside the head and say bad, whatever your name is. We call you Timmy. But looking at laser, look what happened. Let's say theoretically you played laser and then playing VIS. Look at the rate of movement that we've seen though from this local top to where we are now. It's not, it's a 15% move is still a lot. Don't get me wrong. But guys, it's all about risk to reward with me. And that's what it's all about. Look at this. It's gone down 50% from those local highs compared to the 15%. I mean, what do you when you are playing with Wall Street bets and the pump and dumps, you are playing with fire. Now people are going to say, well, Tyler, laser has worse tech. I mentioned that in the video. I mentioned NVIS has great tech, but they also mentioned they are not going to make any money. They are not planning to make money. They are solely prepared to sell the company. And if you're holding stock, you need to hold stock and expect, okay, either I'm going to try to get out when we pump high and try to get back in on a dip, or I'm holding it until we get acquired. The end. That's all it is. Anything else than that, I don't know what to tell you. But I mean, I rest my case. This is what do you want me to say? This is beautiful. This is like perfect. So it is what it is. He puts on Nikola. I think Nikola is a trash company. But yeah, kind of. Are you bullish on PaySafe and Umble? PaySafe, that's my number one held stock that I have. And let me tell you something. PaySafe bent me over, ripped open my whitey tighties, and sent me to prison because this thing friggin' hurt me long term. It hurt. But I still hold them. I love them. I love the tech. I love who they're behind. I like the companies that they're working with, and I like the space that they're in, and they have massive room for growth. And you know what? A year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I don't know. I'm going to be happy here. I'm going to call you Timmy. Showing this old man how to put 2.4 million on one horse to win. Yo, my boy Tom is there, boy. Tom Brady. But options, I don't like options on NVIS. You might get a push to open up the day on Monday, but be careful. I don't like it. PaySafe does the same to me. But yeah, so super scary when it comes to Nikola. Not a huge fan. But you can make money off of crappy stocks. Going into Monday though. You guys will probably get a watch list pre little excitement. Right now, the top pick'ems for me. I like Netflix a lot. Dude, Netflix is beautiful. Netflix, okay, you heard it here first. I'm just telling you. I don't know how much options are right now. I haven't even looked. Well, I'd be trying to grab 530 options safely 2 weeks out. That'd be the safe side to do. That's what I'd be looking for. But you know what? I'm not a safe guy. If you've been in the Discord, you saw me buy 400 puts contracts on Nokia, 300 call options on Tilray. I was a madman when it comes to Thursday and Friday. They paid off, but it is what it is. So going here, I like 530s on Nokia, on Netflix a lot. High possible, most likely we gap up. I would say there's like a 90% chance we gap up Monday morning. But I think 530 is going to be a pretty hot area to test. We might get a gap close. I don't know. It's hard to say. But I think stocks open up very hot coming into Monday morning. We'll see. VXART I think it's VXRT. My good friend loves these guys. It's funny. He told me like days ago, like right here at $6 to buy them. That's funny. Tough. I wouldn't buy here. You see this guys right here? This right here represents you're too late. Okay? And there's a lot of times that I'm too late to get into stocks, okay? And I'm okay with that. I would rather be too late than jump in and lose my money. You know what I mean? So when you see this, you should think to myself, I'm too late. I missed out. I'm going to watch, but I'm going to look for another play. I'm going to look what's going on with this company. Maybe there's another company like it that's doing something in the works. But this right here is not, you're not day trading. This isn't investing. This is a hope. This is a prayer. And hopes and prayers are for church on Sunday mornings and maybe even Wednesday nights. So, yeah. I'm not roasting. By the way, don't take me as anything I'm saying roasting you. I'm just like, this is just my personality. I love everyone. What factors could possibly cause AMC not to squeeze? Just trying to keep my head on the ground. What factors could cause AMC not to squeeze? Well, We have earnings this week. It's going to be interesting. I'd hate holding through earnings for anything, so I could be stuck doing that. We'll see. But the 43 million are going to be the biggest issue right now. I don't think Adam Aaron is going to sell those right now. I think he's waiting for a it makes sense to wait for a move up. To me, that makes sense to wait, and how he set it up. And in my video, I've explained, people thought my last video I posted today was bearish. I don't know how that was a bearish video. I own options. I'm probably buying more on Monday morning. I don't understand. People's train of thought hurt my head to like even try to comprehend. But the 43 million, so let's say they dilute the 43 million tomorrow. I think that would hurt the squeeze tremendously. Tremendously. Now people are like, well, those are going to get bought up, they're going to get shorted, yada, yada. It would just extend the process, and you would taking like 9 steps forward, we'd probably take 11 steps back, right? It would just hurt. So it would just extend the process, and people are going to clip this and send it to their best friends. So I don't mean it as in a way that the squeeze or anything like that's over, but things have to set up, right? And people need to realize, like, you're probably not going to hit the short squeeze initially. You're probably going to hit a gamma, and they're going to hit a short. That's probably what's going to happen. So people hate on Tyler for trading options, but what you don't realize, you smooth brain little cucks, you need the options with the gamma squeeze. The gamma squeeze is what's probably going to cause the short squeeze, just like it did with GME. Oh, that's what I'm trying to. It's like, what are y'all talking about? Yeah. My video earlier was more like going over what Jim Cramer said and how I think media is trying to paint the picture, and then I was just giving my perspective. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think. So yeah, BCX in run Monday, breast cancer. Jay Mills, I can't tell if you're a bot or not, but you sound familiar, your name. But yeah, I think BCATX looks really good. I agree. I've already said that. He's greedy. He wants more. I think he does too. I think right now, we'll just logically, let's take a step back. That's what the channel is all about. It's about logic trying to be explained to monkeys. Okay, and I'm not being racist because people think ape talk is racist. I don't even call myself an ape though. But as we look here, I think if he was gonna sell, logically, he would have sold here. Let's say if you're like, well, he's gonna sell instantly, he would have sold at $12. If he was really that hungry for the money right now, he would have just went ahead and sold some, right? But I don't think he is. And this move isn't concerning at all. This right here represents the 0.5 fib level, and then we had some ding dong going over AMC. I'm not gonna even name the guy because when I name drop, people get really upset and like, well, I like that guy. Well, if you like the guy and he points out stupid comments, you should at least say, hey, you pointed out something real stupid. Because if you like me and I said something stupid, I'd want you to DM me and say, Tyler, he said something stupid and ignorant today. So I'm just saying. Anyways, he said something really stupid and said fib levels don't really matter. I'm going to show you stuff that matters. And he proceeded to show MACD, RSI, and some EMA line. And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Since someone donate money or something? Is it freaking out? It's freaking out. I got to pause the alerts. Anyways, so he was spazzing out, going over all his crap. And if we're being real, RSI and MACD, they have not been leading indicators on this stock whatsoever. I'm just saying. if you go back, you watch the channel, you watch the videos and stuff like that. I've been wrong. I've been wrong when I say like, the end of the week we're gonna hit X range. That's why I don't really say that anymore. I say where I would like us to hit. I say areas I'd like us to hold. So I just plot out areas that I think that we're gonna go to now. The weatherman, baby, Ozzie Williams. So as we look here, Ollie Williams is from Family Guy. My bad. So I think OBV has been a leading indicator here, and I think price action has been the key. It's been the secret sauce. It's what it is. It's been the secret sauce. OBV looks amazing. I think things look amazing. So anyways, that guy was just an idiot by saying that. Just pure stupidity. I mean, we came back and tested this 0.618 right here, and it's just like, what are you talking about, dude? Where'd you go to school? DeVry University? Get the hell out of here. So that's the problem. People come into here and they learn stock trading from the book they bought at Barnes and Noble. So and they try to come here and talk finance, like a bunch of goofballs. So I think it looks great. So I a lot of stuff would have to happen, but I don't think it would happen at this point because we've gone so far with like Adam Aaron and stuff. And Adam Aaron, what he did, like if he did what I explained, what I think is possible that he did, it might have been the most 3D checkers move of all time. I'm just saying, because he got people trapped if he did what he did. I'm just saying, if he really thought about this 500 mil, got all these people trapped, and then he reduced it, put the 43 mil up, and now it's just sitting on him waiting. First of all, when this thing pumps, he's going to sell. So people are like, oh, he's not going to sell to be at 100. He's probably going to sell before then. I'm just saying. Because now the 500 million is out of the window, and he has 43 million, and he's going to basically 4x the value of that. So it would make sense for him to start selling as we move up. I'm just logically saying, as a CEO of a company, it would make sense for himself because he's probably not going to get any more dilution for a little bit of time. There's no votes going to be passed again once he starts selling. It's going to take a while. Retail's going to have to get out of AMC for him to get another dilution vote. I do not see retail. I do not see any of you guys signing a bill once all this gets through. I don't see it happening. So he's going to need to make as much money as possible, and he needs guaranteed money too. So I see him doing that as well. But if he did that, it's genius what he did. Tyler, you select the 1250 for this Friday. I do, but I might have to roll them out. So Monday morning is going to be a pretty big determining day for me with how we open up the market and everything like that to see if I start adding more call options. I have about $2,500 on, like I've already mentioned that as well. So I have about 2,500 and down like 1,700 on it, which is fine. Like I mentioned, that's why I'm taking profits as we move up. You know what I mean? Like honestly, I got lucky that we took profits at 12.15 here. I did not know that was the top. I thought we'd come down and start bouncing back up. Honestly, I thought we'd come down to 11.20 and bounce. We didn't, so cool, I guess. But so we got out there and then we sold again. We sold once right here at 11.10, I think. We didn't sell quite the top there. And so we're already making money off those options. And then we're just playing with profits at this point from that level. Now, I can't control what other people are doing with their money. But for me personally, like I've already explained that. So, yeah. Do you think he moved up the earnings meeting for that? Sorry, just got here, caught the end. One of these horses named Super Stock. I had to put money. Whoa. Whoa. Are you kidding me? I wish his name was Super Stonk. God, I put some money on this. Look at that. Whoa. Damn. I let her nail on me. Woo, nay. Woo. Yeah, she looks good. Anyways, so yeah, that's all I get. I'll go to Sam Pepper Twitter. Golf Trade live stream and apparently DTCO 007. That sounds like a made up thing. I'm just saying DTC 007. Sounds legit though. I don't know if it's passed on. I just got on, to be honest. I've been busy with my son. I was at like a birthday party all day, so I don't know. I haven't really been looking. I was in your Discord not too much long ago, new to What is a good suggestion to start off with? I was a server before the pandemic. Now I do landscaping. I don't plan to stay out in the sun to try to learn to dedicate time to stocks. What do you mean? I don't offer any courses or anything like that. I don't really plan on it. I might start making like more in-depth content like that once I graduate. I am finishing this semester and like I have like some college classes this summer and then I graduate. I'm done. But all my hard caps and everything are out of the way now, which is God bless. But yeah, so I don't, until I'm done, I don't plan on doing any of that. I'm just trading money and just chilling right now. I'm very much enjoying it. I have 100 shares, just barely green at close. I've been selling calls to take profits, but my stop loss is set for break even. I mean, if shares are different than options, like just my 2 cents, right? Like personally, at this rate without the dilution, okay, let's talk about it. I don't see us coming below. Let's move this right. This range. I think that's the bottom. Personally, I don't see us coming below $4, like $5.50 maybe. Like we drop down, pop back up, but like I just don't see it. Like personally. And like, but you've also heard me say I don't believe this is like a $20 flat rate stock based on the revenue, market cap, and what its company's worth right now, because they're not going to be back at pre-COVID levels for another 3 years. So if you just look at stuff going on and where were they before, COVID and like stuff like that, like it doesn't add up. So like to walk with that train of thought just isn't not like logical in my opinion. But like if you're holding stocks, so people always tell me like, oh, I'm setting stops at break even, like. You're trading the wrong stock, one, and then you're kind of trading it with the wrong mentality of like, I don't want to lose any money. Like if you're coming into a stock, you need to have the reality of like, I'm willing to lose money on it. You know what I mean? Like PaySafe, for instance, like average interest for me, like we're like, high 13s. So I'm down on it, but I believe in the company, like long term, like next 2 years, I see that being a $50 stock. Like I know where the direction of the market's going. I believe in the fundamentals of the company. So like, if you really are like people like I'm hold gang, I'm an ape, yada yada yada, like either you're just saying that to like, I guess be a part of some made up group of people from Reddit that don't really understand things all the way through, but I love you all. But you're just like, you just want to be a part of this online group, then cool, I guess, cool. But you're just fooling yourself. You're just losing yourself money because chances are we've seen these crazy dips. You know what I mean? Like, and like we had this push down. People were panicking. People, when I made the video into March saying that we were going to trend sideways and have downside probably the whole first 21, 40, 25 days of April, people were so mad at me. But guess what? We had the trend. And you know what I mean? We had the trend. But no one was calling me crazy when we got to $10 and we were sitting there like, Tyler may have had a point. Tyler may have had a point. You know what I mean? So if you were like that mentality and you got in at, let's say, $12 and you say your stop at break even at this point, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, you'd be so pissed. I don't know. So it is what it is. But I think going into that mentality of setting constant stops and concerned over, like when it comes to stocks, it's totally different. But when you're trading options, because when you're trading options, you have to maintain where you're at, the growth of it, the IV. There's so many like other parts of the equation there than just holding and staying in. So up to you, end of the day. But for me, I think if you're holding shares, there's not too much to be concerned about or wary about in general. Well, if you don't understand options too, that's another thing. So people like, I'm getting emails too. So like, please don't email me saying, Tyler, where should I buy my strike? I'm not going to tell you where to buy your strike. I'm not going to tell you what's risky because like my 12.5s, I might roll them out. I might close them out and buy some new ones. Who knows what I'm going to do, right? I'm okay losing whatever money is inside those AMC options. I'm not putting more than I'm willing to lose. So let's say in theory I lose 2,500 on it. I'm still up overall with AMC. I'm not concerned about it. People saw in the Discord, right? I made $2,500 off a Tilray call option. I made another $2,000 off a Nokia put option. So like, it's not like I'm just like throwing money around, but it's just like I understand what I can and can't afford to lose. You know what I mean? So it's just like everyone's different. So please don't message me and say that. Like, I'm not being mean, but I'm not going to tell you where to put your money and stuff. You have to like think for yourself and like just use me as an indicator. That's what I represent. Use YouTube channels as an indicator. That's the best example in the world of how to use YouTube channels. You come, you watch, you soak up some information and you say, this is an indicator. They're bullish or they're bearish, typically. Or you'll have a crappy YouTuber saying, well, we can go up and we can go down. I'm like, okay. Do you have a direction preferred? Maybe? I don't know. So, yeah. But, yeah. Check AHT. We'll go 5x within 6 months. Already up 30. Oh, my gosh. I hate when people say that, too. Check this stock. It'll go up 4x. I don't know. I don't know what this is. They beat on earnings though last time. They're probably gonna beat again, I would assume. I'm not gonna touch it though. 43 mils only 9% dilution. It won't go back to $5. Okay, so first of all, 9% still a decent chunk of dilution. If you don't think so, it would hold it off. And I didn't say that you would stay down here, and I didn't say that it would cause you to go to $5. Did I? That's not what I said. That's it again. Like, I don't know why people like take stuff out of context. Like, I just said if you're holding stock, I wouldn't be concerned about like, let's say this is in theory the bottom $5. Like, let's just say that, right? So like, I mean, like worst case scenario, you lose half your money. Like, right? Like, unless you're putting $100,000, even if I put $100,000 in there, right? I would be okay. Like, just hold. I mean, like whatever. Like, I don't think it's gonna go bankrupt. I think they're fine. So, anyways, how's Momo, dude? How is Momo? I'm telling you, long term stuff. I don't look at it. I buy it, hold it. We came back up, topped off here at 15. We came back down. Not looking hot. The past 2 days have been rough. That tech has been killing. And you look at Chinese stocks, it's just been following these Chinese bangers. So yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. I'll tell you. 1 second. I'm trying to read questions. We need 801 to pass 9007. What do the AMC get? People think they can AMC get 100K because they live in fantasy land. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, so I like it. So I think it looks good. I think Monday morning will tell us a lot about which direction we're going. But the market, I think the market opens up strong. Doge is running. Yeah, Doge is doing good. I was looking to buy some Doge, to be honest, because I had some money from some NFT crap. I was just gonna throw it into Doge because they were gonna pay me. They were gonna wire it to me for 3 weeks, or I could pay myself in like US dollar tether, and I was gonna change it into Doge. But I don't think I can use Binance USA in Texas. I don't think I can use it here. Time to get BTX puts. I don't know. I'm not touching that one. BCTX is the play that I like. That's the only therapeutic that I like. I think it looks really good. Keep your eyes on them. How do you think that's going to do? Check out Funko. I've been saying Funko is my favorite top-of-the-line NFT play that there is. Buy zone again, hit, flew up. So, I mean, it's the best NFT play that there is. It's probably going to reach highs. Earnings probably beat again. They're a great company. They're great. And then once NFTs get implemented in, dude, their earnings are going to go through the roof. And there's little cost behind NFTs. So, just think about that. I assume everyone that has already these collectibles, they just add the NFT on the back end of them. 100% people buy them. Like these collectors of Funko Pops, they're huge. They're huge in them. Excuse me, sorry. I don't know anything about these guys, so I couldn't tell you, to be honest. Semiconductors have been getting kind of shredded on earnings. Just because they can't maintain the same outlook. That's the problem. So, yeah. We'll see. Kind of like playing some Warzone, man. Kind of bored. Bored day. What's your thoughts on CTRM? You haven't covered them in a while. It hit the target on CTRM. On the video. Go watch the video. 0.59, 60 cents right here. Hit the target. It's exactly where we wanted, right? I said we could go higher. We could. But I was being really conservative with that $5.9, $6, 60-cent target. Go watch the video. They will connect to physical products, so it will be used to authenticate Funkos in theory. Dude, I'm telling you, it's gonna be huge. NFTs on Funko Pops. You don't know anything. If you don't know Funko, I feel like I've done this a lot. Like, I feel like everyone knows what these are, though. These guys, dude, I'm telling you, they'll be huge. They'll be huge. Zalmedica is doing okay. It didn't kill. Right, so we hit that first target right off the bat when we entered, right? So, like, we got in like right here, I believe. No. Lies. We got in right here on this dip, popped up, came back down, popped back up to 120, came back down. I think it's going to start running back to like 140. I think it still looks fun. But I took some off the top at 120. You said it was going to push to 0.65. I don't think did I say that? I'm sorry. I'll double check to make sure. But I think I said 0.65 was the direct offering price. I don't think I would have set targets at that range. I could be wrong. Though. I could be wrong. Where's that video? I'll watch it after. I'm not gonna watch it right now. That'd be kind of whack. But if I did say that, then I'll stand by it. But where's it at? CTRM. Right here. This is gonna be it right here. Because I made 2 videos. I know for a fact. I made one right here. And I think I made another CTRM video. So yeah, this is when they got they acquired the other vessel. I'll have to look into it. But I know 65 cents was the direct offering price. Yeah, this is the direct. I don't think I would have. I mean, I could have. I definitely could have. So I'm not gonna call you a liar, but I'm pretty confident I said 60s. I could be wrong. Our Funko is going to be bigger than Beanie Babies. I don't get it. Yeah, I think they're probably bigger right now, to be honest. Funko Pops. So, man, how do I explain what they are? I mean, they're like cooler versions of bobbleheads. I don't know how to describe it. They're pretty big. You may have already covered this, but Mara $40 calls. I hate Mara. I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. I think the days of Mara and Riot being your Bitcoin stocks to trade are over. I think earnings are going to be dog trash. I think they're going to be terrible. I think the stock that's going to be there is going to be coin. I think it needs to stabilize a little bit more, but I think coin's going to rip into earnings as well. This is going to be a huge play. Not huge, though. I'm not a big fan there. Yeah, the chart looks amazing on Funko Pop. Funko Pop's a huge. I'm telling you, it's a huge play. But I think coin is going to take it's just safer if you think about it. Like Coinbase or Mara, right? Like it's like Coinbase is like proven. It's been there. It's making crazy revenue when its revenue thrives off of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's up, Coinbase is up. You know. Voyager's that. Yeah. They will 100%. They will beat earnings. When's their earnings though? They already had them. They had them in April. They missed. What a group of smucks. Wow, how did they miss? Wow, what a group of losers. How are you a Bitcoin what? How are you a Bitcoin trading firm and you miss when Bitcoin runs at 60K? Wow, that should just tell you something about those guys. Bunch of goobers. Running guys, Dogecoin will hit $10 plus this week. That's like someone saying AMC's gonna hit $1,000. Wow, that's insane. ATM, what's your thoughts now, brother? HTMC, it's been performing well. I don't think it's a buy at this range though. Like, guys, I'm telling you, like a lot of these, I make videos like when they're at these lows, and I give you a buy zone that I like them at. This was the buy zone right here. We kept touching it, kept touching, and this is like an area I would have laddered into. I think I mentioned that, right? I was like, you're just laddering buys throughout. So that was that. So I don't know what to tell you now. It's been a while. I thought they were in May, and they already had. I think. I could be wrong. Let me look. Voyager. No, it's not that. Please put the ticker to VYGV. I hate that ticker. Oh my god. VYGY. Ugh. V. Oh my god, I can't remember that. VYGVFG. GV. Did I do it wrong? VYGV. They don't even pop up. I don't know. What's OTC? Is that them? No. Yeah, it has to be them. Whatever. I don't know. But anyways, so yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm up. Just wondering if I could still run. Overstock looks killer. Overstock looks amazing. Yeah. It's on the red list. It's on the red list for sure. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Man, my good friend Grant, the kid that we went to his birthday party, they have this hot friend. She she works in like the higher office at Academy. She's fine. It's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. They look good. They look pretty good. They killed earnings. Holy crap. And retail's just kind of coming back, doing better and better and better. Probably making another leg up. Let's see though. Not like looking forward to trading them or anything, but like they look good. I don't trade rail stocks. I think you're saying railroad. I don't know, but I don't like really. I'm not gonna lie. I don't touch them that much. Very few things I don't touch, but I just don't know anything about them. I'm not educated enough on them. I don't like to trade stuff that I'm not educated on. Tend to lose money. I don't know if it's still at 48% though. Short interest though. Alabama. It could be. I don't know. Thoughts on Safe Moon? Think it was a pump and dump, or do you think it could actually do something? I think Safe Moon could potentially do something, but I think the name has a lot to do with it. I feel better about Refinable than I do Safe Moon long term. Personal opinion. Thoughts on Naked? I wanted to short him really bad on Friday. I wanted shorts bad, or puts. Sorry, not shorts. If we can break above 71, 72 cents, it's really good. But I think they have downside coming up. But they did something good. They sold off their brick and mortar part of the company, and they're moving all to e-commerce, which is a good move for the company. Like so, like I was gonna make a video on them. I was like, who really cares about this video? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So, yeah, long term they look like they're in a good direction for the company though. So yeah. Dude, I'm like itching to play some Warzone right now. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. If you have any stocks you want me to look at, please type them down below. Pretty decent look at them. Sundial trying to hold this range. Want to see a dollar push coming up. Doja 10. Are you? Yeah, that person's probably high. Next turn to 27. I think they'll crush earnings with Doge pop the past a month. Who? I don't think Voyager has any Doge. If you're a firm, you hold Doge. That's a ballsy move. Yeah, Elon's on SNL next Saturday, I think. Next Saturday. There's pretty big oil cuts this week as well. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. I'm curious if Tilray goes up on the merger news. Curious. Very curious. I hope it hits $1 by the end of the year, but man, $10 would be nuts. The supply is too high for that. Yeah, people don't understand numbers. Math is hard. What else? What are you guys looking at? Thought they were me. DLPN 58% borrow rate. 10K shares available. God, I mean, I don't trade stocks based on like crazy like hopes and prayers, right? You know, it's a dangerous game, man. It's a dangerous game. Man, I don't like them. I hate them. Doge's ripping. Let's look again. People keep saying it's ripping and it's like not ripping. So we'll see. I'll be the judge of Doge ripping. No, it's actually I think down a little bit from when we looked last. I've got another one for you at Nanox. Is that therapeutic? Sounds like a therapeutic. No, NanoX imaging. Yeah, I actually know this, guys. They've been beat up. A lot of the stocks that Dead talked about, like I don't think it's like anything on his end. I think they all got massive run-ups, right, from like that initial push, and now they're just plummeting all back to the ground, right, which really sucks. But all of his stocks are good. They're good stocks. It's just like they get these crazy massive run-ups and they get overvalued. It's sad, but that is what it is. What do you think AMC moved the earning call up a month? Wait, when did they move it? It's still for this week, right? Yeah, it's this week, right? You're confusing me. Wait 1 second. Wait. Are you... They didn't move. I mean, their earnings are still the 6, correct? I'm not high. They're expected to beat. That's pretty funny. One sec. If it was June, they moved it. Oh, they moved it up. It was in June. They moved it to this week. I don't know. I have no idea why. I would have rather it have been in June. Could have been better for our earnings. They reported better. Maybe they're gonna report. I don't know. Who knows why? Who knows? It was in June. Any other questions? Any other questions? One sec. One sec. Yeah, NanoX is they're a solid company. And they I think they will get that like FDA approval, like 100%. I think they will. Like they look really good in the future. You're just seeing a lot of these value growth stocks getting a pullback. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I think a lot of these SPACs are about to go berserk though. Kenneth Griffin, we are watching you, Tyler. Who's Kenneth Griffin? That's a pretty looking smile though. It's like a mixture of like I'm gonna rape you and like I'm your grandpa. Cute. Yields. Man, I kind of hate Saturdays though. Like you don't even like, cause like Sundays, like at least you have like to look forward to. Like at night, you get like the index is opening up. You get like yields and stuff. Friday is like the market's done, so you're just done for the day anyway. So you're like taking the day off. Like you're licking your chops. You're looking at your portfolio like this. Slick Daddy Club rubbing the hair back. You're like this. I just made that much money this week. But Saturdays, you're just like, what do I even do? What do I even do? Your boy's depressed today. Griffin Citadel. I actually didn't know that. He works Citadel. I know it's obviously not him though. Matt Kors released a video today saying AMC CEO may have stopped a huge short attack by removing vote on dilution. That's why you're seeing shares return now. I would have to look. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. I haven't watched it. I haven't really been watching any videos, to be honest. I've been kind of just like chilling. The videos have kind of been slacking lately too. I'm sorry. But I'm like mentally preparing for the videos I'm about to start pumping out. Like especially because I'm done with college for like 2-3 weeks. I'm like like I know like I'm pretty disciplined on myself with like producing stuff and like stuff like that. So I'm probably trying to get more stuff out. But we have seen a lot of I think we're like at 150, 140 Patreon members. That's cool. So super guys. Buy the AMC ASK. Watch Jim Cramer cry like a baby. Kenny G, we don't like you. Any advice to AUT? What is AYTU? Guys, why do you all trade therapeutics? I was talking to this guy at the gym too. For some reason, like old guys, like I like talking to old guys who like talk about stocks and stuff to see what they own. And I was talking to this guy. I was like, "Yeah, I don't trade therapeutics." And he was like, "What do you do?" I was like, I mess around like with YouTube, and like I day trade stocks. I'm okay. I'm okay. What I do. He was like, "Well, what do you usually trade?" And I was like, a lot of tech, a lot in and out of a lot of tech." And he was like, well, "What about therapeutics?" And I was like, dude, I don't touch therapeutics. There's no point. Like, screw that. I'm not touching that. And he was like, "Why? Why don't you touch them?" I was like, "They're just like unpredictable. They don't like, you're hoping and praying for FDA approval. That's what it is. Unless you like know the company." He was like, "Oh no, you got to have therapeutics in the portfolio." I was like, "No, you don't, because I don't have any." It was pretty funny. I was like, nah, dude, you don't have to have therapeutics. The things are like I call them money blowers. They just blow your money away. But then again, you can make a lot of money off of them. My May 7th calls. Old guys love me. Hee. So with May 7th calls, I'm probably just going to have to roll them out. It just sucks, but it is what it is. I don't think IV's even like pushed into those. It could be, but I don't feel like they are. We'll see. Oh, I'm stretching. Man. Oh. I need to get a new chair bad. Also, I did order the new PC. I keep talking about it. Very excited about the new PC coming in, boys. Very, very excited. It'll make editing a lot better. But yeah, so. Well, Activision's another big play, so you guys know. No, ruling. No. Oh, okay, so let's explain ruling a call. So let's say I have a call option for, where's my vertical line? Okay, this call option expires right there. Okay, so listen. Okay, so I have a call option, and this call option is worth 27 cents each. Okay, but now, and the next Friday, this one's worth 30 cents each. Hypothetical, don't attack me. Okay, so if I want to roll this call option out, so let's say right now this one's worth 27 cents at the moment. This could change. This could be a variable, and 10 minutes later it could go down to 14 cents, or it could go up to 33 cents, and this one would go up as well. But at the moment, if I wanted to roll this one to this one at whenever I want, you'd want to do it sooner than later, I would pay an additional 3 cents, right? That's a terrible 3, to roll this one out to here. Does that make sense? Now, 3, so it'd be $3 per contract. So instead of paying the whole 30, I would just pay the additional, what's left over, right? You subtract this option from this one, and then that's what you pay. You just roll it out for a whole another week. You just pay this premium right here, plus the fees, whatever the fees may be, and then you have all your options still. You just roll them out. That make sense? Makes sense. That should make sense. If it doesn't make sense, you go to school. Can I have your old one? No, you can't. I'm going to have 2 PCs now. I don't know what I'm going to do with 2 PCs, but it's going to be exciting. But also, it's crazy because I have my old one. I'm going to have my old one. But what I'm probably going to do, which is stupid, I'm probably going to buy a Mac. So I'm going to have 3 computers. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. So yeah. Webull doesn't allow a true expiration extension. Sorry, sucks. I don't use Webull. I use E-Trade. I also have a level 2 account. So yeah. What kind of PC? I bought all the parts from NZXT, and then I paid them to build it for me because I didn't want to build it. It was like $80 for them to build it for me, so it was happy times. Rolling a call, so I hope that makes sense. So, but yeah, so that's what rolling a call option is. Rarely do I do that. Most of the time, I will just take a loss throughout the week because what I'm like, I try to explain to people too. So like, let's look at it. What stock should we look at? Look at PayPal. Great example. PayPal. Original options. I think we bought some here. And then I bought more here. Okay. So I bought these here. And then I ended up closing them right here. So this was my area that I was watching, that I was monitoring very heavily, right? So I sold it. I was like, guys, you should get out. And then we ended up dipping. So what I saw here is the reason why I got out of this. I was like, look, we're already at a loss. I'm going to just take the L because I see the market coming down more, right? Because my goal is just to get in at a cheaper price because it makes sense for me. Like it just makes sense on a monetary standpoint. If you don't understand that, then I don't know how else to describe it, but that's how I trade. I don't know how else to explain that. Anyways, so if I'm ever exiting a trade, it's because I see us coming down or I see it not playing out. So in AMC, it's a little bit different, though, because I see it playing out, but I could see it possibly taking more time. That's the factor there. It's not that I could see us dropping down. It's I could see us stagnating more. So I hope that makes sense. My call is May 7th, 11:05. I think I can maybe break even on it. I don't know when you got into it, but chances are if you get any sort of push on AMC, you'd be surprised. But yeah. You want the move to be sooner than later for sure. You want to see a strong open on AMC. If you have options for this week, you want to see an instant strong open on the week. The end. That's what you want to see. I can't be any more clear on that. Like you want to see a strong out of the gate push. You do not want to see stagnation. You don't want to see slow movement. Out of the gates, starting Monday morning, you want to see a push getting back above 1020. That's all I can say. How do you decide when to roll them out? Dude, totally dependent on like how I'm looking at the value of my portfolio and stuff like that. Totally, like, man, it's like an impossible question to answer. So yeah, super hard. Thoughts on NDM after acquiring a company? Typically, when you acquire a company, if you don't know, value should drop down. I know NMDM hasn't had any positive news, so it went up, which was funny. But that's what people were telling me too. Like, Tyler, NMDM just acquired a company. I was like, guys, when you acquire a company, your value drops because you spent your free cash on a company, right? So it doesn't surprise me that they're down. I'd be careful. Are you sure there's a share count? Are you being serious? I feel like y'all are just making stuff up to just piss me off. So when you're rolling, you're buying a higher strike call. No, you're not. You're not buying a different strike. You're buying a different expiration. You're buying a week out. You're rolling it out. He could. He. Chances are the CEO knows certain things like that. He probably does. He can't say certain things. I'm telling you. So there's certain things I can't talk about either because I don't like want to throw anyone under the bus, anyone that I've talked to or anything like that. Because I just don't have their permission, and I don't want to like use other people for like personal gain at all. So like, whatever. But if I ever talk to anyone, they can always say whatever information I say because I mean I would say whatever I say no matter what. You know what I mean? Like I would never like not say anything. Like if I say it once, I would say it twice. It is what it is. Now if I forget, then like I'll have to go check and fact check what I said. But for the most part, I tend to remember exactly what I say. But I think I'm not on the conspiracy theory side of AMC, but I'm telling you, I believe that Adam Aaron played 3D checkers with everyone. This is potentially one of the best plays of 2021. But what I'm telling everyone though is I don't think it's going to be a crazy push. I don't mean to be I don't mean to be negative, and I'm not being negative because everyone could make money off of it. But people are saying like we're going to go to $50, $100, and it is possible. But I'm just saying you need to be careful because I don't know if that's going to happen, and I don't know if AMC would be willing to hold that long as a company. I don't think they would be willing to do that. They could, I don't know, but ultimately, people are playing a dangerous game by praying and hoping that they do that. In my opinion, so. 3D checkers, baby. We're smooth brain. We can't play chess. Ashley, I cannot tell you where to put your money, but if I was you, I'd invest in me, to be honest. These looks, this jawline. Have you seen the biceps? I mean, I'm the whole package. Finance degree? I mean, what else do you need from my guy? Think about it. Yeah, tacos too. That's a good one. Tacos and margaritas. That's a good one. I would do it. I'm curious how DraftKings does going into earnings. Kathy Wood has been loading the boat on these bad boys, just so you know. BCRX. What is BC? I don't know what BC. Y'all always say these random therapeutics. I don't know any. I don't care. I could care less. Probably. I had a gun to my head. Had to pick one. I do puts. Slick salesman. Guys, I'm like the opposite of people say that. I don't know how I come across as a salesman whatsoever. What am I selling? Ashley, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Body by Tyler. It's coming out 2023. Can you explain what happened to TRX? I can't explain. It's a meme. Thoughts on 5. Love it. One of the best. One of the absolute best. Talking about Five Below. Yes. I don't know why that pops up. One of the best retailers there is. Huge. Great retail. One of the best. Phenomenal company. Absolutely love them. They're getting a little bit overvalued though. So yeah, they look really good. I like them a lot. Ford. I'm telling you, GM. Watch out for GM boys. Me and my good friend, we've been talking about them a lot. He's very confident and they're gonna drop after earnings, just like Ford did. Yeah, Five Below is a killer. Five Below is a killer. I like him a lot. FedEx and UPS had a crazy week. Really good day. Really good week. Clean energy still looks like trash. Clean energy could do good on Monday if Biden's talking. Biden's just been talking like crazy. We should like not want. I'm just saying if you like stocks, I don't care if you like Joe Biden or not, but you should not want that dude to ever talk. He opens his mouth and stocks go down like clockwork. Well, that's good that you have multiple brokers, Ashley. It's good. I recommend having multiple brokers. I don't use multiple brokers, but that's because I'm an idiot. LKCCO looks really good also. It's like some Chinese company. Any good ideas on investments and dividends? Ugh, I think I made a dividend video a while back. I'm not huge into dividends. I'll probably start putting money into dividends once I get to like 100K. After college too, like once I'm done with it, I plan on like, I don't know, I'm gonna pivot the channel. It's still gonna be totally about stocks, but I want it to be as relatable as possible to people. Like that was kind of like the goal, and I think that like my content is really relatable to people and honest. I'm transparent. I don't really know what I want to do though with like the channel, because like I still like making the daily watch list is like my favorite content to make. Like those are my favorite. Like I'll tell you right now, like before you even watch the next video, I'll break them down in depth why I like them. But Netflix, Overstock, PayPal, and cruise lines are gonna be hot on my watch list for next week. Those are gonna be just hot picks for the week. Netflix is gonna be the best play of the week. I would be surprised. I'd be shooketh if Netflix doesn't open with a gap. But yeah, so. But like I wanted, like I don't know how exactly I wanted to do the channel. I enjoy joking around. I enjoy like making people laugh as well. But like. I think there's a place in an area needed for real transparent stock advice. And I think that that's like a huge area that no one wants to talk about, like stocks going down and how to make money trading. Like it's a real thing. And I don't really know how to like do that yet. I don't know how to do that interaction or how exactly people want like the best solution for that. That's like kind of where I'm at now. Like people like I'm asking people for like video ideas of what they want. People are like, I want a day in the life. I'm like, dude, my day in the life sucks ass. I trade stocks. I get up at 7:30 typically, look at the stock market for an hour, trade for a little bit. Then I get frustrated and I go to the gym and I sit in the sauna and in the whirlpool. I might work out too, and I'll stare at my phone while I'm doing all those things. So I'm still trading at the moment, if looking at the same stocks I've been looking at all morning. And then I'll go back home, get back on my computer, trade stocks more till about 3 o'clock, and then I'll sit back, drink some Coke. And then I'll get ready. I'll make some videos about the day, whatever stock I like, some news like that. Then I talk to Discord members as I'm doing all that throughout the day. That's like my life, right? You know what I mean? And then when I have my son on top of that, it's like, bro, like it's all the more stressful. So I don't get to like sit in front of my computer all day. Like I'll probably sit there for like an hour, map out the day, what I'm looking at, and then I'll have it all on my phone and my iPad. So I'm just mobile all day long with him. Because like when I have my son, I like to spend every single like hour I have with him. Like right now, he does it with my parents for right now. Just had him for a while, so I'm a little bit tired. But yeah, so people want that content, but like it's not like I'm driving a Lambo, living the life. Like you know what I mean? Like I want it to be as relatable as possible, but people have these unreal, like stupid expectations of what they think like that is. You know what I mean? Like anyone that's really doing it, bro. Like unless you're working at a hedge fund, and even if you're working at a hedge fund, there's a reason they're not like they work every day, day in and out. The hours suck in investment banking. They are the worst hours there are. Worst. Maybe a nurse has worse hours than them or a doctor. But like I would say, like there's nurse and doctors, and then there's investment bankers, and that's the worst hours ever. And some days you don't get to go home. Like so, people have this misinterpretation where you're financially free, and it's cool because I get to work for myself. Like that's cool. I mean, like making YouTube videos occasionally and doing some other sponsorship stuff, and like the Discord, like it's cool. I like it. I love it. I love the Discord. The Discord members know I love it. And people in the Discord are like, well, you charge $50 a month. That's a lot, bro. The people I were working for last time. So before, if you don't know, before I got started on YouTube, I was on YouTube, but I wasn't like big at all. I was like 500 subs. I was working for another guy, and I was gonna pay like 3.5 grand a month. And that's kind of how I was able to just do this full time. I was able to stop working because like I have to have guaranteed money coming in. Like I'm not just gonna rely solely on the stock money right now. Like unless I have hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting in the bank, then I wouldn't worry about it. But like right now, I'm young, I have student debt, I'm in college, I have a kid, like I have bills, like you know what I mean. Like just I think I'm a smart guy. I'm not just gonna like go what's F it. You know what I mean? So like I was getting paid 3.5 right now from the Discord. They're making like 1,500, nothing. So like people can say like, oh, you do it for the money. The Discord is a way cheaper option, and I have like, you know, 3 times the amount of members that I'm working with, the text alerts and stuff like that. So people want to say it's about the money or whatever. I'm like, it's not about the money. Believe me, it's not. Then I do. Oh, that reminds me, we can do a free giveaway real quick too. So yeah, I do tons of free giveaways. Like so, I don't know. People will get all wrapped up in that type of stuff, but it's not that glamorous. Now, granted, there's some people that make crazy money off of YouTube, and maybe one day I'll get there. You know what I mean? But for right now, I love it though. I mean, I wouldn't change it for anything. All right, so we're gonna do a giveaway. Then do it for free. I mean, I just explained. Make the channel. Salim to Mutunzi. If I want realistic trading perspective or stretch, I watch you in the anime. And In the Money. In the Money's a cool guy. He's a cool guy. A little nerdy, but cool guy. So we're gonna do a giveaway real quick, actually. No. Wait. We'll do keyword. We'll do channel member. Gets 3 times the luck. We'll do keyword. Will be. What should the keyword be? Stonks. Stonks is the keyword. All right, so start typing stonks. Yeah, I do plenty. That's what I'm saying. I do so much free content. A daily watch list. Like, what are you talking about? Like that's just like ignorant statements. Like, that's just people being poor and cheap. Like, if you want free content, go to the green sheets. You know what I mean? Get out of here. So stonks with an N, so you know. Stonks. I'll give away one right now. I might do another one later. I don't know. Stonks. So just type in. I'll give like 5 minutes. It stonks. Everyone's typing it wrong. So yeah. Anyways. I'm a big part of your day. I'm gonna cry. I love you. I do appreciate it though. But yeah, so I could make those videos, but like they're lame. Or like they'll be lame videos as of right now. Gosh, I can't wait for the Nasdaq. All right, we'll do the first one real quick. How many people are? How many people? There's like only 22 people eligible right now. I don't know why it's doing that. I know there's more than 22 people talking. Boom, 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 boom. And you got to be subbed. Make sure you're subbed because you won't get you won't get a membership if you're not subbed. Roll. Dude, it's always the most. It's people I would never know. Mateus, Pascal. Send me an email to link down below. Or there's a Discord here. Actually, join the Discord and just DM me. Here, I'll post the free Discord link too, so you guys have it. Sorry, I see you guys' DMs as well. I'll talk to you guys in a sec. So Mateus, send me a screenshot of your YouTube name. Join that Discord link right there. And yeah, you'll be set. I'll get you set up. I always forget too to get rid. I have to get rid of a whole bunch of people that have like the free membership. There's like 6 of you guys that I just forgot about. But yeah, if there's any other stocks you guys want me to look at, let me know before I hop off. I don't want to hop off. If you guys told me to look at stuff. I've been on for a while though. An hour and 40 minutes. It's a while. I'm kind of tired. I kind of would love a nap. Boom, 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 boom. Fubo. High tide I love. High tide I love. Great dip to be buying. High tide. I probably should make a video on these guys pretty soon. I love them. So they had great earnings and they broke out of the trend and they just got slapped. Slapped. I'm telling you though, this was great buying opportunity. Huge buying opportunity. So if you didn't buy any, I still like at 53 cents. It'll be $1 stock, but probably end of the year. I love them. No more stonks. I'm not doing it anymore. I might do another one in a little bit. I don't know, but right now, no. So high tide, still love them. There's no bad news there. Fubo's been getting crushed, and I think reality setting in for what these guys are doing. Earnings don't really matter. They might, perform well when it comes to sub counts and stuff like that. But overall, it's a lot of hype. That's what it is. It's what Fubo is. It's a lot of hype right now. And until they get that sports book, they're not going to be a profitable company. So, yeah. Just know that. HOFV, I already went over them. I was okay. I didn't really love them. High tide is great, and they get no love. They'll do really good. They'll do really good. Well, I think what happened with high tide in particular is in April, we talked about this in Discord especially. Small cap stocks weren't getting the love in the beginning of the month, right? So they had earnings when they had the first or end of March, right? And they just got crushed. And so small caps were just getting crushed in the beginning of the month. And that's the important part that I don't know if a lot of people understand when it comes to YouTube is people don't understand money flow. And that's a really big thing that they do teach you in college is that money flows from sector to sector to sector. It's just a wave, right? Like you learn in high school and whatever, I don't know what's maybe it's economics. I don't know what you do in high school. I forgot. Anyway, so the market just moves up and down, up and down, up and down. But right now, the market's just been moving up for the month, right? But what you don't realize is money moves up and down, up and down, up and down because it's constantly moving from sector to sector to sector to sector to sector. So that's why we saw big tech like FANG kill. Beginning of the month, first week and a half, FANG was just slapping. I mean, just shredding everything in its path, right? And then we started seeing one of our first wins of the month was Open Door. And then we got into more FANG plays. And it was we're seeing more growth stocks and more medium cap plays. You know what I mean? So we were seeing just the rotation of money flowing back in. Then we'll see maybe oil start popping near the end of the month, stuff like that. So and then we'll see retails pop. So typically we don't see retails, tech, and industrials all pop at the same time because money flows in different directions, and money typically doesn't just flow into everything all at once, right? And a lot of people don't understand that, but I mean, it's something to take into account. So right now, I don't believe money's flowing, and it's starting to. Money's starting to come back into these plays, which is really good news. Money's starting to come back into some of these pennies and really small caps, but be careful. CCNC. I don't know what CCNC is. If it's a weed company, I'm not a fan. I don't know what this is. It looks beat up. I don't know what it is. I wouldn't buy it. Stellar. Is that XLM? Stellar? Yeah. I feel like that's what you're talking about. They look really good. Look strong. Man, I remember when it was... God. This is where I remember it. God, it's tough to look at. So, yeah. Yep. It's a long time. SPF. Is that sunscreen? So, either way, we'll see. I think tomorrow night will be a big day, but Monday's gonna be the big day. Thoughts on Root? Still I like going into earnings. Scary holding stuff into earnings, but I think the chart looks phenomenal. One, I think indexes are going to be strong this week. A lot of people were concerned about indexes this week, but one, you're getting a flag. You're just flagging back down. This week, like to see we got a break, rejection break, game up, flagging back down. I think we start pushing a push up. Maybe if you're lucky, first you're going to get that test of $12, but if you're lucky, you'll get that $13 test, and maybe we'll start getting a little bit of a push back up to the upside 14.5. These earnings right here are going to be really, really big. I'll be looking out for those earnings because that could be something to really get the bulls flowing on Root, because, you know, like I said, Root's all about the seasoned states, and it takes a while before they start ramping up their marketing in those seasoned states. So this is gonna be a pretty big time for them. Naked, hate them. Hate Naked. Neo's fine. They did a decent on earnings as well. I like Neo. People keep talking about their EV side of the business. I'm like, are y'all retard? Y'all hurt my head. Neo long term, I love them. Like, but they're more than an EV company. You gotta know that. They don't just make cars. They do more than that. My last video on them was pretty in depth. Netflix is gonna be the big play of the week, though. I'm telling you right now, I love it. Want to see a 530 touch. When or if you do start working at the SEC. What are you talking about? Am I working? What are you talking about? Me? You don't make enough money working for the SEC. Screw that. Do you prefer July options for MVIS? I don't like MVIS options. If I was gonna do anything on MVIS, I'd be getting puts when we hit $17. I think the things will start coming back down. But yeah, I've never mentioned me going to work for the SEC. You're crazy. You're making stuff up. But yeah, so on MVIS, I'd be looking for puts at $17. I need to message you and work with you, please. Nah, I don't. I mean, you can like join the Discord, but like I'm not gonna like, you know. It's not like hand holding. Like I mean, people can tell you what it's like. I don't know. Ask people what they think about the Discord. I don't know what to tell you. But it's not like one-on-one mentorships. Like it's not what it is. So yeah, QuantumScape did really good, I think, during earnings, right? I could have swore their 5D numbers were wild. Was it QS? Who was it? Oh, Qualcomm. Was it them? Yeah, their 5G numbers were like wild. They had crazy numbers, I think. So, yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna hop off. If you get anything out of it, like, subscribe, do what you gotta do. I'm pretty tired. Might take a little nap. Might play some Warzone. Might drink a few Cokes and eat some cookies. I don't know. Might go to the gym. We'll see. But good to have you. Discord link stuff's down below if you want to join. I plan on doing more of these near the end of May, just so you know. I plan to be more regular on the live streams, but that's when my computer comes in, so that's when I'll be focusing more on that. So we'll see what happens. Have a good one, boys, and the few girls. Knock to the moon. Knock's going to the ground. I think it's going to the dirt. We'll see what happens. Have a good one. Namaste. Namaste.